Man's search for meaning. I want to lay out the process of what we observe when man goes searching for meaning, especially in today's world, particularly in today's world. This is what we see. And usually man's search for meaning is an effect of calamity, catastrophe, crisis, depression, uncertainty, angst. And what does man do when these things occur? Well, he goes searching for meaning. And where does he find meaning? He finds meaning in the church. He finds meaning in God. He finds meaning in Jesus Christ, particularly the church and Jesus Christ in today's world. I've been there. I grew up Catholic, baptized, confirmed, the whole thing. And when I went through bad times, at some point after the bad times, I ran to the church because that's what I knew. And I was looking for meaning. I was really looking, because that's what religion is. It's meaning. It's where we find meaning in Sagittarius, the ninth house, Sagittarius. Beliefs. We find meaning there. So we also find meaning through the church, through teachers, preachers. And that's what I did. I ran to the church looking for someone to help me. And then what usually happens, and it doesn't really happen in this order, although it probably does. Many people who grew up in the church, and they start to think, and try to follow me to the end of this video, because it's all going to come together. They go into the church and they listen, okay, I'm going to listen to this, and then they realize that you can't prove any of this. Prove it. They start asking questions. That doesn't make any sense. Prove it. Show me some proof. Explain it better, etc. And then they eventually leave. And where do they go? They go searching for meaning through science, because they're looking for proof. And they think science is closer. Science is closer to proving things than religion, even though science does not really prove anything. That's not what science does. So they go to the left, and I associate science to the left, and they become an atheist. Well, I don't believe in that anymore. Or they might claim to be agnostic. I don't believe in that religion stuff. And they might even research more of what religion is and discover some things. They might research about Jesus Christ and discover things about him. And this can happen in all cultures. They might do the same thing with all religions and all of a country's religions or a nation's religion. And so they go to the left. They run from the right to the left. And maybe there's another time in their life where they go through a crisis, bad times again, and they run from the left back to the right, and they're back in the church. And they do this dance. Man's search for meaning, he does this dance from left to right, from Republican to Democrat. Now, from Democrat to Republican, and even when you think of politics, you think of, most people may be Republican their whole life. They may be Democrat their whole life. Or they may be like me and they went back and forth. When I first turned 18, I voted for Obama. I claimed to be Democrat. Now, I wasn't hardcore, but I was like, I got to vote. Who am I going to vote for? I just pick somebody. Whoever I resonate with at the time. Or whoever I resonate with regarding my values at the time. And then later I started a business and I saw value in the Republican Party. And because of where I was at in life, I resonated with Republicans, so I voted Republican. Actually, I didn't vote anymore, but I would say if I did vote, I would vote Republican. So then we have this dance between the right and the left. Think the right brain, the left brain, religion, meaning, learning, teaching. This all associates with the right brain, and the right brain is extremely essential. And the left brain we associate with logic, mathematics, perhaps science. And that's essential too. Both are essential to our well-being and health. But what I want to present in this video is that after you do this dance for many, many years, or maybe many lifetimes, you come to the realization that there is a middle way. And I believe this is taught in some Eastern religions, the middle way. And the fastest path to God is the middle way. Now, do I think that just realizing that the fastest way to God, or the fastest way out of this planet, off this planet, is the middle way, the center path, is the center? Do I think realizing that is actually going to get you off this planet any quicker, or get you closer to God any quicker? I don't necessarily believe that. Do I think that realizing that you're going to give up everything, you're going to give up your life, and you're going to go exist in a monastery somewhere in a far distant land? I don't believe that. What I think people do is, it's as if they almost, when you present this to them, they stick with their right or their left. They stick with where they find meaning in life. And they can't see the truth in the words that I just presented here. And part of it, I think, is that they want to be genuine. They want to live genuinely and be honest with themselves. And they think that, oh, if that's the truth, I have to go do that now. And that's not the case. You don't have to do it. I have come to that realization, and I have not yet gone off to a monastery as a monk and sat in silence, prayer, and meditation all day trying to find God 3-4 hours a day. I might do it 15 minutes a day. I might do it 30 minutes a day. I might tread that path somewhat even making these videos. I may tread that path by reading books. That's what I would do, and I'm okay with that. I'm not in a hurry. And that doesn't mean that I'm a liar. And if you watch my video on consciousness, I just published it. I'm not sure when this video is going to go out, but it was recently. If you're interested in this kind of thing, check out consciousness, because that, if I were to find a reason why everyone does this dance, that's the reason why. I'm not going to speak on that in this video of Man's Search for Meaning. You're going to have to go check out that video, because that video is titled Consciousness. So if you're watching this, and hopefully this does reach people that are doing that dance, and they're coming to the realization that it is a dance. It's a complete mind fuck. And you don't have to give up the left or the right, but you do have to find balance between the two. There's truth in religion. There's truth in science. If you think the ultimate truth is science, I have to tell you, from my experience, from my perspective, from my research, from the depths of my soul, you're absolutely wrong. If you think that religion is the absolute truth, as presented by your country, by your church, I have to tell you, based on my research, based on my experience, based on my meditation, you're absolutely wrong. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm absolutely right, based on all those things, that the middle way is the truth, or is the best way. But I do know those other two things. That much, that's for sure.